got another interview going today, the street interviews on Spoken Truth podcast. I got bro Deshaun. I met at the Fatherhood rally. So we sitting here going to do a deep in depth interview, first take. So introduce yourself, big bro.
So my first name is Deshaun. My last name is Dickerson. I'm originally from Syracuse, New York. I moved to the Bronx 2 years ago. I moved here to be closer to my son. I'm still adapting. You feel me? I'm still adapting. I went through the shelter system. That's how I got my crib. I got the city FEPS and all that. I would say to people like, whoever's going through that process, like, just keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up and just go all through with it, bro. Feel me? Like, do what you gotta do. If you got kids, like, just make sure you're there for your kids, bro. Cause you there for your kids, like, your BM can't really say nothing, like, you know what I mean? Like, actions speak louder than words, bro. So if you're always there for your kids, like, it's nothing really your BM can say, like. But yeah, that's just a little,
A little brief copy. All right, so did you mention how old you was?
I'm 26.
26. Off the muscle. I hear him, 26.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I appreciate you for that. You heard? That's strong. That's strength right there. So, first question I want to ask you, what do you do to take care of your mental health in the hardest times you be going through in life?
I just watch videos that relate to what I go through. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a long time for me though. Like, my home is my safe place. I worked so hard to get to the point to where I could have that space to myself and really focus on myself. So it's just my alone time I have to myself. Like, that's really how, I go home and I just unwind. Feel me? And I just, piece everything together the best way I could. But that alone time, that peace is everything. Word.
Okay. And what is something from your childhood you didn't have that you want to create for yourself and your children?
Transparency. Just lay everything out. Let my son know everything. You know what I mean? No fluff, nothing. You know what I mean? He's gonna see that. You know what I mean? When he get older, he's gonna, everything. He's gonna piece everything together. And he's gonna know because my son is smart. So, but yeah, just transparency, bro.
Okay, who motivated you, or what motivated you in your life to be who you are, present moment?
My son and Nas. Like, Nas is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Like, I always looked up to Nas and shit like that. Like, but yeah, bro, just listen to his music. Like, I'm big on music and shit like that. So like, it's a few people, but Nas is the main one. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, word, bro. He got me through some times, like, his music and shit.
All right. So, do you have a hard time with vulnerability?
Yes, because I have trust issues. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I always gotta, like, have my guard up and really, So like, sometimes, yeah, word.
And where do you think that stemmed from, or where that came from?
My childhood, like, I don't know, like, my mom always, like, I would, tell my mom something and she'll try to, like, kind of, like, push it off, throw it off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, that's really, like, the first thing I could really think of when it comes to that.
Okay. And growing up, have you ever, like, how did you feel about bullying, like, as a kid? Did you ever experience it, or did you see others experience it?
I experienced it when I was younger,
okay.
On the block and shit. But yes, and I also experienced it with others too. You feel me? That just made me stronger though. You feel me? That made me stronger. I didn't have no brothers growing up. I had all sisters, so that even made me more stronger. You feel me? So it's like, shit like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And I see you got your brand and your creative space, something that you created. What drew that momentum for you to create that, and what is it about?
Born Wavy, New York, to be exact. But born wavy, just always growing up. Like I ain't always have it like that, bro. But my mom always made sure I was fresh and clean, and people in the neighborhood respected that. You feel me? It didn't matter what I had on. They just knew I was fresh. You feel me? So I took that and I ran with it. You know, I love New York. Like my parents I'm from Syracuse, but my pops from Brooklyn and my mom from Queens. Like I just love the city, bro. You know what I mean? I'm an upstate nigga, but I love the city, bro. You feel me? So it's just I just do the Born Wavy New York on there, and I'm trying to unite New York as a state. People from the outside, from Cali, when they find out you from New York, yeah, they think of the city, but it's a whole state. Don't get it fucked up. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So Born Wavy New York, we gonna unite, and you feel me? So yeah, that's really the.
Alright, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, word.
That's fire. So what do you think the youth need more of? What do you think you didn't have as a child that the youth need more of that you trying to give to the youth?
The youth just need to listen. The youth just need to listen, and they need to take heed to, you know, what an elder or somebody is trying to tell them or put them onto. So they just need to have the ear for certain things. Trying to think of something else. Yeah, that's really it, bro. They just need to listen, bro, because they hard-headed. Like, they just think they know it all, and they let social media and shit. You know, social media is different how it was, you know, when we grew up and shit like that. So, yeah, it's just a lot of that, bro. They just be on social media. They, you know, see shit and they think, you know, the morals is kind of, there's no morals, so more morals. They gotta be, you know, morals and shit like that, integrity and shit, like for real.
Copy. So, damn, this is dope class conversation. I ain't gonna lie.
Word, that's a fact.
Bro.
Raw, bro.
Raw.
That's a fact.
So, do you think like in your creativity, when somebody's being creative, do it start out raw, uncut, and unfiltered, and grows into like professionalism?
I believe that, and you know, over time, people's gonna respect the growth. They're gonna see the growth, and they're gonna respect it, and they really gonna fuck with you for real. Because I know how I am with certain people, you know, that I follow and shit like that. I really fuck with them, and I seen their growth, bro, and that shit made me fuck with them even more. So it's like that, bro.
Can you tap into the astrology shit?
Okay. Yeah, I'm also good at.
What inspired you to dive into that?
So what inspired me is, you know, shout out to Dolo the Parliament. Shout out to Dolo the Parliament on YouTube. I've been tapped in since like 2018. I searched like in my search box the Tree of Life, bro. I don't know what I was yearning for, you know, when around that time, but I just typed it in, the Tree of Life. His shit popped up, bro, and after that, it was over, bro. I locked in, and you know, everything started to make sense, and you know, I was experiencing things that, you know, it was real life shit, bro. You know, it was real life shit that I knew. You know what I mean? Like, was real. Yeah, bro. It's like I was seeing shit, and it was just like everything was making sense. But astrology's real, man. Astrology's real. I'm good at, you know, breaking down people signs and stuff like that because I know mine. So it's like it goes back to like, you know yourself, like you could really help others and shit like that. Like I really know my whole chart. So energy is real. This shit is real. My rising is Pisces, so I appear to be dreamy, creative, like therapy, like, you know what I mean. I could connect to people. I appear to be connective and shit like that. My sun is Scorpio, so you know what you can see from me, you know, is like I'm chill, you know, laid back. You know, my passion, I'm passionate, I'm motivated. You can see that. And what's on my moon? My moon is Taurus. So what makes me feel comfortable is, you know, shit that makes sense. You know, practical shit, like just earth shit. You know what I'm saying? Like concrete shit for real. Like, you know. So it's like that makes me feel comfortable. This what we doing here, and this is uncomfortable for me, bro. This is my first time really having like sitting down and really having like a real interview. You feel me? But I'm just going with the flow. My Pisces rising, going with the flow. You feel me? And we here, bro. We here. We here, my boy. You already?
I fuck with you,
my guy. You already?
But yeah, like I always tell them, you know, I pick them, I pull them, and nigga, they come through and they execute. And I'm at a space and time where it's like I don't have to communicate. I just ask the questions, and the questions that I ask it reflects off myself. The same thing, I'm able to just give y'all a different message from somebody else with a different perspective, but it is all knowledge, growth, and wisdom. You feel what I'm saying? And the more we do this, the more creative and innovative we will be in teaching them, because it's all about expressing yourselves and just you being able to be vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? Especially on the first time interview, that's huge. You know what I mean?
Facts.
We also look in our community. We got the opportunity to show a different narrative than what was displayed for years for our children, for our community. And everything starts off with communicating. Then we connect in the dots. So it's like, shout out your fashion label. Shout out yourself again, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You powerful, brother. And everything happens for a reason. We met divine timing, and we here. We here.
Gonna keep going forward.
That's a fact. Shout out to Born Wavy, New York. Born Wavy, New York. My first name is Deshaun. Well, my whole name is Deshaun Dickerson. That's my whole name. But Born Wavy, New York. That's the brand. I'm currently working on the Black History Month drop. Black leather snapbacks. You feel me? It's a minimum drop. I'm only doing 5 for right now, but I'm working on that right now. So be expecting that. And we here. I'm excited. And man.
Yo, actually, before we cut out the song, we need a song. What's the song that's keeping you?
Yo, I'm not gonna
right
lie,
now?
man. Yo, this some old. I'll be tatted. I'll be in my own world. But yo, this like, his name is Elzai. The world is yours. He kind of like, used the Nas shit. He kind of sampled it, but he made it like his own beat, his own cadence and shit. And I've been locked in on that, bro. And Nas my favorite rapper, but yeah, I've been listening to that for a few days, and that shit been keeping me like going. I ain't gonna lie. He was talking, and I ain't gonna front. That's a fact. So. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Elzai, the world is yours.
Copy.
That's
I'm probably try to you just send it to me, and I'm
I got you.
Try to add it and shit like that.
But yeah, good energy. I'm all for good energy. I'm all for community. I'm all for connecting relationship. My Venus is in Libra in the 7th house, so it's home there. So this is what this is. Relationship shit. Building. I'm for building Libras. Saturn is there in Libra, so I'm all for building. You know what I mean? And
I was thinking, cause I would go deeper with more asking questions.
Yo, bro, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Alright, fuck it. Like, nah, yeah. Alright, fuck it. We got it here going. So it's like, just a lot of us as dads. We actually met at the Father Speak Up.
Right.
Shout out to Father Speak Up. Shout out to the Father Speak Up movement.
That's a fact.
Shout out to all the brothers that was there, that came out in support. Even the people that wasn't able to be there, the fathers going through the turmoil.
Facts.
With some gems for fathers, give some more gems to fathers. And how do you keep your head on intact when you're going through this experience of trying to co-parent?
Music plays a big part of my life. Music, bro. Like music, bro. Like, I don't make music, but I listen to a lot of good music. My music span, it's like I listen to everything, but I listen to great music, good music. Music, my peace, I would say, just be there for your kids, bro. Really be present, bro. Really be present. There's no right or wrong with, how to be a dad, but it's like, everybody got their own experiences and shit like that, but for the most part, just be there for him. Don't really worry about what you're being beyond, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, I could talk like that because I was there, bro, worrying about what she was doing, all that shit, bro. We already know what that's about. You feel me? You cannot worry about that, bro. You gotta really lock in. You gotta lock in and make your kids the reason of the lock in, bro. Just make your kids the reason, and yeah, just do what you gotta do. Just level up, bro. Level up on her, bro. She's shitting on you and shit. Just level up, man. That's it. Just level up.
Flow.
Just level up, bro.
Flow like water. Go around the obstacle.
Facts,
you gotta
bro.
be one with it.
That's a fact.
Because it's parallel parenting is a real thing. You know,
I related to that when I seen that when you posted.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
We ain't really known of these terminologies. You know, all these terminologies, labels new to us. But you know, this is why we gotta be forever learners and be sponges, because
that's a fact.
Right, we may not know something, but it actually could save us time. And sometimes we gotta listen to certain individuals and do our own research, because if they say something particular that you haven't heard, you know, why not study it and look into it to get the meaning of it, right?
Right.
And just knowing that the father energy of naturally caring for your kid, right? There's important times we gonna have to make sacrifice if we truly care. We may lose a job, may not be able to have food after getting them because we're emotionally spending. We have to be aware of all these different things that we dealing with on a mental aspect, so that way we not robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? And that's something I'm suffering with. I'm telling myself that, right? So I'm holding myself accountable, and as we do these interviews, right, for us and the world, it's accountability, bros, of awareness. So now we know what we doing, right? We can be more aware. All right, slow down. Maybe I got a little $80, $20. I do want to take my son to Chuck E. Cheese, but in reality, I still need to eat for the rest of the week. It's okay to probably go to Five Below and get a little game, $5, and come to the crib and cook a little meal and spend that time. Because that time right there is more important than you want to go places and show these videos and shit on Instagram and shit like that, right? Because we're not trying to be transactional with our love, fellas. We're trying to be present and authentic with our love, so our children can grow off of us. It is okay for our children to see hard times. They have to. How else if they don't see us go through the hard time and transition through these mental health issues, as long as you're not violent, but I believe we all not violent, it just be a lot of antagonization. You know, you have to be hyper aware of that, and that's self-critical, because other people don't see themselves, but that doesn't mean we can't see ourselves.
Right.
So this where it comes with restraint, right? Just knowing, yeah, I'm right, but I said it one time, and people hear what you say, but when you repeat what you say, it drives you off of line. And the whole point of the job is stay on the line. You said something one time, let it go. Go about your business.
Right.
Because they should be able to receive that. We grown.
Right, that's a fact.
No over explaining, none of that. Another thing I wanted to ask is, like, the content. Like, when you see my shit, like, what you think about it? Like, what you...
It helps me a lot. It helps me a lot through what I'm going through. I'm sitting right next to you, but bro, I watch you just like if I was to see any other, like, you know, anybody else with like great content. I'm like, yo, nah, like, I'm saving videos and all that. Like, that's what your videos do for me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you. You say I appreciate you, bro. Like, word, I appreciate you. Yeah. You're a real one. You're a real one, bro. Like
I appreciate that. I never really asked nobody on camera. This is the first time I asked somebody that on camera.
Hey man, we here, man. Only here, man.
And I do get the feedback, but that's just, you see autism work in a certain fashion and form where it's like it has to be like this. But we can't ever really learn to grow, but that's still human connection without autism.
Right.
But this is when I discovered there is a possibility majority of us is on the spectrum walking around not knowing. You get what I'm saying? That's when we cause hurt and harm. But it's also understanding that I'm going through my shit, so I also gotta think for that person, and now that think's for the kids, because our baby moms could be acting really however or whatever, but they're not really subconsciously aware of themselves.
Right.
And that's not our job to tell them anything really. Even with me and my friends, like, I always plan to see you keep it moving. So, like, this is gradual, and this is like always, this is my intent. Like you said, when you first came, we was shopping, my intent was to like do this, because it's just urban, natural, raw. It's a lot of learning for these motherfuckers watching that need to get up here on this level, right? It ain't about what we got in our pockets. It's about what's in our heart that can transpire out to be could be in our pockets, and more community, unity, right? Because now you feel for people.
Oh man.
Right?
Right, exactly.
I feel for people.
Exactly.
Right? The way we feel right now, a lot of people can't even communicate about that feel.
Mm.
I'm 32, you 26. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
A lot of melody in them, but they feel it.
Mm.
But they don't know. They're not telling niggas that they gotta self-regulate, like you in your crib, spend that a long time growing, learning.
Mm.
They're not telling niggas to really do this. Like they'll put it in the song.
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't put it in the front line. Something wrong with that. That's
Yeah,
not,
something is definitely wrong with that, and it's just like we men. You know what I mean? Like we men, we just gotta be men. Gotta be up front. Gotta be, you know what I mean? Like, and the youth is the youth, bro. The youth is very important, bro.
Touch up on the youth. What you see in the youth right now, like, cause I could tell you what I see, but I want to go for you. What you see in the youth? Like, what you see going on, other than the chaotic shit? Like, what you see?
Other than the chaotic shit, I just see like, I don't know. I mean, you got a percentage of the youth that's locked in, you know, doing, you know, they passions and stuff. And then you got the other ones that's just being followers, bro. But you got to think of why they're following. They don't have no guidance. So, you know, still lack of guidance. You know, generations it's been that. It's been lack of guidance. So I see, like, you know, still that, like, lack of guidance. And yeah, lack of guidance, and yeah, like, that's it, really. And we need men like us to, like, really speak on stuff like this. So
the influence.
Yeah, the influence, for sure.
The influence impact the decision, you think? Like the influence, environment, shit like that.
Yeah.
What you think is like the only way to like transpire that change?
I don't know. That's a good question, bro. It's a real good question. Just leadership. Just leadership. Stepping up to the plate, and just doing things on, like, God's time, and just doing your purpose. You know what I mean? It's just purpose driven. So yeah.
Gotta be. 100%. I definitely agree with that. Cause you know we have to. If we seen what we've been through to reflect the ripple effect of destruction that's just not ordained, you know. And I know you're a heartfelt nigga, and it's like, you know, a lot of niggas don't make this shift when they have kids. They still have kids, and they still live in that trajectory, or if they even don't have kids, taking care of kids, around kids, and they still in that trajectory. And I just feel like that switch needs to be changed. Like, if we already endured it for so long, and we see what happened to us and our family, it should be more of like a change, right? Because we're supposed to see better, do better.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So now I appreciate you who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Every last one of y'all interview, because it motivated me when I sit here and I listen to these videos and I'm editing them and I'm going over what niggas is saying. It gave me hope again. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I even take my time to do this shit with y'all, because this insight is important. Different perspectives, different stories. Look, you came down from Albany, went to the shelter. Syracuse off my fault. You came down from Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? You went to the shelter. That's wavy. That's strength. I resonate with that. Moving to the next state over, coming back, going through the shelter system. I know how treacherous it is. So it's like, this is a golden interview. You heard? We gonna chop this joint up, because I don't know how long that is. You can't see it.
All right, bro. Yeah, we just going with it, bro. When you ask me, like, what inspired me, bro, it's just like everything, like the whole process. Like, I'm in this, like, just starting from ground zero. You feel me? That's what really got me through this shit. Like, and I was on top of my shit, so it's just like everything, bro. Just like I'm in the city, like I'm really out here by myself, bro. I can't, you know.
What you think the next interview you, what you think you want to touch on the next interview? Like
Next interview, let's see, we could stay on the mental health
Some mental health shit.
Yeah, bro, cause that's mental. It's real. It's real out here, bro. And we go about our day to day, work and stuff like that, and we really need that time to really, let things out, bro, and really, you feel me, like
Yeah.
express, let it out, whatever you got holding in, just let that shit out, bro.
So you want to do some shit like that? Like we just talk about on the back and forth on some Jada and style shit. We ask a question for question, and
Yeah, we can do that.
we can see
like that.
what we dealing with, but it's also help others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm open as a book. I genuinely don't give a fuck. So like you can ask whatever you want to ask. I ask some other shit off of this different topic, but geared towards mental health.
Like
And
that.
that's just what we'll pivot off.
Like that.
Copy,
bro.
yo. Appreciate you,
I
bro.
appreciate you, brother. Thank you, bro.
Yo, follow bro up, man. The ad is
Wave
gonna
in
be
New
on the
York.
screen.
You already? We here.
Oh, it's not shout this shit out, bro. Don't
Yeah,
stop.
I shot my shit out.
Oh,
Hey,
you
born
did?
Wave in New York, man.
Alright, bet.
You already?